I've been carrying this thing up here. I suppose you're wondering what it is. It's my 8-inch floppy. It's a shower. Used to be part of a disc joke. Anyway, it's my memory device, so I can know who I can bring up next time. And the person we're bringing up next comes from Pennsylvania. He's been doing comedy for a long time. Travels around. He happens to be in Tucson for your pleasure. His name is Kevin Lee.
Thank you. Give it up for your host. He's like Beetlejuice's nice brother. If Beetlejuice was a leprechaun. So this is a room full of atheists, right? And you all smoke pot, and not one of you have ever met God. Is that what you're saying? I'm calling bullshit. I've gotten stoned before. I've had conversations with like several people who aren't even there. Like, you're right, I should get my shit together. And you're right, that Led Zeppelin song is fucking awesome. You're right. I'm glad to be here. I'm from Scranton, Pennsylvania originally, but I live here in Tucson now for a few years, you know. My family has never come to visit me because in their minds, I lived near the last gas station for 200 miles or some shit, you know. I live in some adobe hut and I boil scorpions all day, you know. My uncle called me recently. He's like, yo, Kev, since you've been living out there in the desert, you ever wake up with a tarantula on your face? I'm like, no. He goes, this is what you do. If you wake up with a tarantula on your face, you turn him around and kick him in the fucking balls. I'm like, what? Tarantulas and balls? He's like, yeah. By the way, what the fuck is a javeliner? I'm like, I don't know. I love Tucson. I love being here. But it's that time of year, though. No, you're never going to know who's homeless or not. You have to check their shoes. I saw this kid on the corner a few weeks ago, and he looked hungry as hell, so I gave him $5. And then that night, I saw him playing at a band at Congress. I'm glad it's fall. You guys glad it's fall? Almost. It'll be fall in December, but I like to think, being from Pennsylvania, that we have seasons, you know. Love it. Drop the temperatures. Football started. I don't know if you guys are into football or not. You know what I'm into? Not getting invited to pool parties. That's what I'm into right now. Hate pool parties. I'd rather go to, why? Because you're wet and it sucks. I'd rather go to a funeral on shrooms. Thank God. Yeah. I'm from Pennsylvania. 9 months of the year, being wet is potentially deadly. You know what I mean? Plus, you're wet. All your friends are half naked and covered with barbecue sauce. It changes shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I used to like you until I saw you were wet and half naked. And you had sauce more here. I always hated swimming growing up. All the public pools where I grew up, it looked like a fucking ship just sank or something. You know what I mean? Just crowded. You can't move anywhere. Someone just peed. Thanks. Plus, you know what? I'm going to go on about swimming. Sorry to interrupt your atheist meeting. Men's bathing suits suck. Ladies, you lucked out in the bathing suit department, okay? All male bathing suits suck. They all look like they're designed by one guy who, like, his name was Steve, and he's from Michigan, but he went and lived in Hawaii for the last few years of the 80s and into the 90s a little bit. And he still talks about it. You know, when I was living in Hawaii, you know, Hawaii is pronounced, oh, whip, whoop, 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 whoop. Shut the fuck up. Terrible design. And then there's a net inside of them. Why? The same technology designed to catch fish is in a bathing suit. For what? In case you're playing Marco Polo and your balls float away? Marco, oh, time out. My balls. If only these things had a net. Stupid. Give me the autumn. I want to smoke pot and put a jacket on. That's what I did tonight because I knew that this would be here. You guys know how powerful this is? Listen. Thank God I don't have hair. People try to tell me about their hair problems all the time. I'm like, would you shut the fuck up? I don't know, some conditioners, just shut up. Hair is gross. You know that? Hair is disgusting. I like being bald. I'll tell you why. When it's on your head, it's beautiful, right? The once it falls into your fucking cup, that's disgusting. Totally straying from my material here tonight, by the way, just for you folks. Thanks for being here. By the way, I got kicked out of a church recently. Time to stop drinking. I got busted. They caught me doing a Jesus bomb. You know what that is? So when they hand you the blood of Christ and you drop in some Red Bull and then you chug that shit. That's right. I've always had a weird relationship with God. My mother kind of raised me and my brothers without religion, and she left it to us to discover it on our own. And since then, God's has kind of been like a guidance counselor to me, really. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, try this out. I don't know. You're probably going to do your own thing. Yes, I am. I'm going to do drugs and travel. That's what I want to do, you know? That's how I wound up here meeting you nice folks. Took a chance in life, became a comedian. Now look at me. It's Sunday night. We're all here, right? I love. I need to quit drinking. I do. I just don't. It's like taxes my soul anymore. I just don't feel right anymore. I wind up doing stupid things. I realize I haven't been to a grocery store sober in about 15 years. I'm stable. I don't know how this happened, but you ever see the guy walk around with a bathrobe and like one slipper? That's me. I don't know how I'm stable. I pay rent for some reason. I don't. You guys ever been messed up at a grocery store? You ever guys been so messed up at a grocery store you don't even know what you want? You're just walking around like some asshole in an art gallery, you know, like, peanut butter, not today, no. You guys ever been, you guys ever been blacked out and come to the grocery store? No? So you're just an atheist group that doesn't drink, fucking smokes pot, and, you know, pays $18 to not laugh at a show on a Sunday? All right, that's cool, you know. I'm good for you guys. I came to at a grocery store recently, and apparently I was buying 12 boxes of Ortega taco shells and a scented candle. And when I came to, I was at the register, and the kid was going, "But you don't even know my mom." I'm like, "Oh, I'm drinking." That doesn't happen with weed. There's no problem with weed. Weed is amazing, right? And whether people like it or not, we're just going to continue to do the shit that we do as stoners, like watching PBS at night, reading books about dinosaurs. Oh, I'm crazy. You know what I like to do? I'd like to try to paint along with Bob Ross. Here's the problem, though. I fall asleep about 20 times. There's instructions, you know, his voice. It's like having your soul massaged by angels with afros. You know what I mean? I'm not like your 420 pot smoker, though, with a hacky sack and a didgeridoo. I smoke at 4 o'clock because I don't have fucking 20 minutes. I'm pissed off now. Do you guys know what a didgeridoo is? Is that my lighter? Is it? Oh, okay. I'm wondering where the fuck it's coming from. So that means I got a minute, right? I got a minute to wrap it up? All right, real quick. This guy asked me recently, he's like, "Hey, do you know anybody who's looking for a didgeridoo player?" And I'm like, "No, nobody's looking for a didgeridoo player. It's not a real instrument if it takes seconds to master, okay? Now, making Australian fart sounds into a tube? No, no thanks. You gotta practice. You gotta do your thing. It doesn't fit in music. Take it away, Charlie. Well, you guys were a lot of fun. Thank you so much for coming. Just let me come up here and talk. Love you. My name is Kevin William Lee. Thank you.